I'm not that type of man. See, I don't put Band-Aids on cancer.
Yo, what up, bro?
God has called me and given me the ability to get a word in His word to share with the people. And my responsibility is to stand here and get in there and eradicate that cancer. Dig it out. Because the cancer that's affecting our community is causing our community to decay. And somebody's got to get in there and dig it out. Enough with the Band-Aid preachers. Enough with the Band-Aid spokesman. We're dealing with cancer.
You ready?
Our babies are dying.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
So again, to ask somebody like me to come and speak before people, that took a risk. Because I'm not going to entertain. And it ain't about the numbers, because people listening and y'all don't even see them. Because see, God saw fit to give us this beautiful day. I'm just sad about the reason why we've assembled here. So my friends, as we I got 15 minutes, and I got a few remarks I need to make. And honestly, I don't believe I'm going to take that long, because really it's time out for talk. It's time for action. And first I want to acknowledge that as I stand here and I'm looking over and I see a mixed audience. So in advance, I want you to know that if you're not identified as black, if you're not identified as a black person, let me apologize to you up front. Because there's nothing that I have to say today that is directed to you, about you, or toward you. But please don't let that be your cue to leave. Because everything I'm about to say certainly affects you. So to the non-black audience, I invite you to take this opportunity to more or less be the fly on the wall and eavesdrop on a private conversation between me and my black people. So I pray I say nothing to offend you, because that's not my intention. And should I offend you by something I say, it's clear you've heard nothing I've said. Just because I'm speaking specifically to the issues of black America doesn't mean that I'm speaking against the issues of the other cultures in America. Enough with this foolishness. Because of my love for black people means I hate white people. The devil is a lie. If I was to hate white people, that means I would hate myself, because the blood of white people flow through my veins. So the devil is a lie. This ain't about hate nobody. But this is about calling the black people in this city, in the cities across this world, back to loving themselves. And stop the violence. So today, the few minutes I have, I want to talk to y'all about something, but I want to couch it in a question. Think about this. If you, as black people, were to really win, then who loses? Oh, y'all act like y'all didn't hear that one. I said, if you, as a black person, really win, who loses? But if black people win, who loses? See, this is a serious question, because see, there's a lot of talk about black equality, the advancement of black people, the liberation of black people, the independence of black people, success and prosperity and fairness for black people. But if black people were to be really successful in winning these battles, who loses? So take into consideration that since the founding of these divided states of America, it was never the intent for you as a black person to win. Everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
The deck has always been stacked up against us. So when you talk about black people winning, understand that there's a great cost to that. Because it's going against the very system that has been designed for you to never win. It wasn't designed for you to win. So if you win, someone or something has got to lose. We talk about the end of black on black crime. We talk about the end of the black underclass. But how can this be when our winning is not in the best interest of this system? If black people want to win, people tell me, who would incarcerate, who will populate the prisons? If black people were to win. If black people want to win, where will all our social services that pop up all over our communities go? Where will the welfare office go? Where will the unemployment office go? Where will all the employees go? If black people were to really win, where would child support and child enforcement services go if black people were to win?
Hello.
Where would the food stamp office go if black people win? Where would all those jobs go if black people win? What will the news talk about? Because all they talk about is what's going on in Washington and what's going on in black communities. That's all they talk about. So if black people to win, where would all them resources go? If black people were to win, what would happen to the value of Cadillac? What would happen to the value of Jordans? Hold on. What would happen to the value of hair extensions, weave?
All right, now.
I'm just telling the truth. What would happen? If black people were to win, it will shake up the financial market, because then there will be a real redistribution of wealth. And folks, the wealthy don't want that. Nah, the wealthy don't want black people to win. And understand that the wealth of this country was built upon the shoulders of our forefathers. Understand that just because the physical chains are no longer there, they're still present, the psychological and social chains that's tightly fastened, keeping the black man and the black mind from everlasting freedom. If black people were to win, who loses? 2 minutes and I'm done. You have to understand that black people winning is not at the interest of some people in power. They're really not interested in you winning. They're really not interested in you coming out of your struggle. They're really not interested in your freedom and your liberation. They'll throw a little something at you and hope you'll shut up long enough so they can continue their propaganda. No, black people don't want you to win. Hence the reason our audience is few. Because so many people have bought into the idea that they can't win. But if you free your mind, you free the body. I'll say it again. If you free the mind, you free the body. Because regardless of what you do with this body, as long as my mind is free, as long as my spirit is free, then I am free, truly free indeed. If black people were to win. Pastor Taylor, let me make this last point and I'm done. Black people who would win, we call ourselves men. Let me ask you something. Men. How can we be men when our babies are dying? How can we be men when 9 out of the 10 houses in a block with black mothers and black babies living in them, ain't no black man in it? How can we be men? Men look out for their family. Men look out for their community. Men value their culture. Yeah, you male, but I question your manhood.
Yes, sir.
Pastor Taylor, come on. I'm telling you, man, if black people win, some's got to go. Some's got to lose. So who loses if you really get it? If you really get it, people. And in my second segment, I'm not just going to come up here and talk about the problem. In my second segment, I'm going to give you some practical solutions. Because we got the power. I said we got the power. But if black people win, somebody loses.